Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Margie. I'm a Hale empath, and I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. Today's kind of a day. I mean, the weather's gorgeous, man. It couldn't ask for better weather. It's mild, 69, 70 degrees. It's been kind of little precipitation here and there. Nothing substantial. It's just freaking nice, and every day is like this. But I'm still just kind of, it's because I got all this energy. But see, I'm the kind of person that it's like I got all this energy when it's stuff I want to do. But if it's stuff I don't want to do, then, oh, I think I'm ready for a nap. Even though my days of napping are over. I meditate now about hour, try to do about an hour a day. So I don't need to nap anymore. I used to when I was in Corp USA, when I was in mainstream, before I slipped through the cracks, I would have to come home every day and just freaking take like a 20-minute power nap just to recharge, because several days a week I'd have meetings to go to in the evening. So I'd power nap, or I'd do that at lunch on my lunch break. I used to go sleep in my car, crack the windows and just lay back and power naps were great, recharge. But now I meditate, so I don't really need to anymore. I think I'm gonna go for a walk in a little bit. Maybe go take some pictures. Try and get rid of some of these creative juices flowing. I just watched Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist. I love that show. The days of the empath. Everybody's becoming more empathic because everybody's getting more sensitive for whatever reason. If you're born that way, we're just spirits having a human experience. We're supposed to learn lessons and become more and more sensitive, and we're supposed to relate to other human beings because we're just different shades of the same color wheel. I look at the human race as just one huge color wheel, and every person on it is just a speck on that color wheel. And are they going to vibe high in the vibration that there's a color wheel and everyone's a part of it, or are they going to vibe in the low greedy frequency that they are the most important color on that wheel and that nobody else matters because they are so significant? People are living that, and it's changing. It's the rise of the feminine, man. The divine feminine is rising. And I see it happening in men, and they don't know what the frick to do. Having all, the sensitive side, all that stuff, boys just being boys, and, it's, don't cry, and, being tough and all that stuff. You know what? I was told all that same shit by the dudes. I don't want to hear about your period. It's uncomfortable every month. I'm miserable. I wish they would have let me have a hysterectomy years ago. I asked the doctor, please let me have a hysterectomy. No. It's not cost effective. There's no reason to. I'm like, there's no reason for me to not. But we don't have power over our own bodies and choice and all that stuff. We don't. We really don't. And people are starting to figure that out. So I was reminded, and when I watch these shows that I like Zoe's playlist, and another one I've been watching is The Beauty and the Baker. The Beauty and the Baker. That's pretty cool. I'm a hopeful romantic. So I always dream big because they can come true. I've seen it. I know it happens. It happens all the time. People's dreams and wildest dreams and wishes come true. It's how people manifest the life that they want. They get an idea of what they want and they go for it. Faith without works is dead. And we can't step into a better world without taking better actions. And people are doing it. I don't think everybody's all bad, and I don't think everybody's all good. I think that we all are just trying to get through this life, and I think that we've learned tools and ways that, some of them attract better karma than others. but the thing of it is we've all acted. We've all been the freaking antagonist. We've all been the jerk. But we can choose to not do that as we get older, you know? See, I've learned from the consequences of doing things that I want to do. My self-will, just running riot, just me going around doing what I want, drinking what I want, doing all this stuff. Just me, because nobody else is going to give me what I want, and I'm going to just do what I want. It's going to make me happy because this is my life. And the reality of it is we're communal people. We're emotional beings. Emotions are related to vibrations, and vibrations put us in a frequency that make us feel kind of way. That's what music does. Plays with your heartstrings, raises your vibrations, you know? I mean, the way that the tone of the music, I listen to music in the background, it really changes the heart of what I'm talking about based on, just, I don't even know what song it is, but if it's a slow song, it's like, I get more heartfelt about stuff. We're influenced, we're impressionable, and more people are figuring out, number one, they got a spirit, and number two, these spirits are like energetic puppets that are tied to strings to planets in the sky. And when the planets move around in the sky, they bring up emotions, and we're about to get into retrograde season, which means all the old stuff, if you haven't dealt with the wreckage of your past, it's going to come up and bigger and brighter and more bold and more painful until you let it go. Because your old ideas, they ain't gonna get you to the new world. Okay? So you got to let go absolutely and be open to thinking of things in a bigger, broader way, preferably without trying to tie an outcome to any situation. That is really freaking hard to do. For me it is. Because I sell myself short. I can be like, think I could have, this is everything I'd like to have my life be, and then, miss something so obvious. But that's why I need people and a community and my same freak tribe and friends and stuff, because it's just been me and Mom for a long time, and it's just not fun, got a buddy here and there, but it's just not fun. I'm really ready to freaking, I've always been pretty social and just like hanging out with my friends and eating good quality food and cooking. I could just cook for people, just have people coming in and out all day, and I cook for you, come on in, I'll cook for you. Want a cookie? You gotta be 21 for the cookie, so I can make regular ones too. But we need people in life. And for a big part of my life, I've gone through it, the first part of my life, and through a lot of traumatic, scary events. A lot of them I didn't talk about for years and years, because people don't want to hear about that stuff. Now I talk about it. Because you know what? Other people, they need to know that they're not by themselves. They need to know that they're not the only person that have gone through these traumatic things. That's what breaks the psyche. It's people think that they're the only one, and they think they're a freak and unique. And the thing of it is we are all the same. So we've all been freaking bullied. We've all been traumatized. We've all, and if it hasn't been in this life, it's happened in previous incarnations, but our spirits are remembering. So a lot of the fear that is coming up in people these days, these are fears that they've carried around incarnation after incarnation because they haven't let them go, and they haven't found a faith outside themselves. I think it's funny when people think that they're the captain of their own ship. I think it's funny. I think it's very arrogant when people are like, no, everything in my life is just wonderful just because I work so hard and brr. No, things have worked out in my life because I've been in alignment with source, creation, whatever you want to call it, God, and I haven't been a freaking jerk to people enough that, that it's freaking ended me up in terrible, desperate situations. Because I know and I believe in karma. And karma is instant these days. And whatever you dish out, if you're dishing out good stuff, positive vibes, they come back to you. You're being a jerk, that's going to come back to you too. So, like attracts like. You draw what you throw about. It's like the boomerang. Our vibes, man, our vibes are like boomerangs. What you throw out comes back to you. Yeah. we was all just living our life's lessons, you know. And I thought it was there's a storyline on Zoe's that the mom was reaching out for support. And see, the thing of it is people are losing people. People lose people all the time. And the sad reality is, my mom had her stroke when she was 38 on April 24th. She's 69 now. So, you know, but the thing of it is that she had a major brainstem stroke, so that part of her brain has continued to deteriorate. So she has been, we all do it though. She's been dying slowly, you know, by all intents and purposes. We all are, but she's very healthy. She's very healthy, but that part of her brain is just, so she needs a lot of care. She needs a lot of company and a lot of care. And she has low blood sugar, so she's got to eat like every hour and a half, a little snack, something, because she'll start tilting and stuff and get vertigo and stuff like that. And so I can't stray too far right now, you know. But as soon as my community grows, you know, I'll be able to get out a little bit more. And she'll be able to come with me if she wants. She'll have the choice, you know. So, but people are really learning. I just wanted. When I first got sober back in 2001, that's what I used to just say. I'm like, I'm just here to just not drink and just to stay out of trouble. I'm not here to make friends. And then that was my attitude in life, is I'm not here to make friends. Because I just been screwed over time and time again, that I just got good with being by myself. I got good with it. And yeah, I could have a conversation with people. You dip in, you know, in your social and stuff. You get a human fix every now and again, but for the most part, do without them, you know. But what all of this experience has taught me is that I need people. I need people in my life. People make me laugh. People make me laugh. My friend frickin' Pam, she's so witty. She makes me laugh, man. I so appreciate witty people. And she puts me in my place. She's like a big sister. I never had a big sister, but what it would be like to be, when I imagine what it would be like, that's what it feels like. Yeah. She kind of looks out for me. Yeah. Like a big sister, I would think would do. So, you know, it's the quality of people that you have in your life, and people are figuring that out. People are figuring that out really quick, and it's really kind of disappointing. But once you get past the disappointment and the freaking, man, that kind of sucks, and your hurt feelings, once you get past that, you realize that it's going to free you up. It's going to free you up to just really appreciate the people that you have, and you're going to be a lot more selective with who you're going to let in on your radar, because, you know, you'll put a lot of effort into keeping your chakras and your energy fields clear, and you put a lot of effort into your spiritual practice, and I put a lot of effort into my meditation and solace and contentment, and, you know, do I really want to bring somebody outside into my world and mess that up, you know? So people are becoming more selective, because we're all sensitive beings. And what people are figuring out is the people that don't have emotions, they're the ones that need to be leery of. So anyone at all in life that ever has a mentality or says words like, "Oh, it's just business, it's not personal," go look up the word psychopath and sociopath and all that. All those people, and it's one thing. It ain't one thing or another if people are without emotion. That's all it is people can put their emotions in a place where that they can ignore them, and they can go on and do their agenda without that empathy. They shut it in a box. And so those feelings of like, oh, I can't do this, man. You know, I can't give this person a ticket. I already know that they're going to, you know, a cop, you know, I can't give this person a ticket. I already know this, but, or you have the guy that, you know, feels small and then puts all those feelings in a box, and it's just like, I'm going to give this person a ticket because he looks like the freaking dude that my wife cheated with or something like that, you know? It's all that low vibey crap, you know, that low karma stuff. But people want to be better because the planet's speeding up. The shamanic resonance of the vibration of the planet is raising. It's rising. And there's behaviors that live in the high vibrational frequencies, and those are more lovely behaviors. It's that low growth seedy stuff that sits down in the low vibey stuff, but that don't live on the planet anymore. So ask yourself, when you go out and you want to re-engage in the world, because it'll happen one day, ask yourself, do you want to let somebody bring their 3D bullshit into your 5D world? You know, when anybody comes with me with any sales pitch or, money, any idea that money is more important than people, I don't want that in my 5D earth. Because in my 5D earth, people are more important than money. And maybe if I talk like that, maybe it'll get out, and maybe more people are starting to get out that idea. That, oh, what, really? Money, yeah, money buys experience and you can go to someplace, but what happens is people get stuck in a loop. And look at all the people, it's not the poor people that live on the street that are freaking filling the landfill, no. It's the rich people that have to fly to, the same exotic, far-off places around the world because that's just what you do. France in the fall, here and there and there and there. When you have so much that you're using helicopters for cars, you might want to consider what your too much is, what your limit, God, I see when people with stuff, I see tiny little, like on Men in Black, with the little itty bitty person in charge of the big old blobby body, it's just, this is our soul sack. Your human body is your soul sack. And how you treat that is a reflection of your spirit and your soul and how you take care of it. And if you notice, some people are aging pretty okay, pretty gracefully okay. They're getting along pretty nice, Some people, they ain't aging so good. They aren't. They're just not. There's sayings that people have said year after year, and there's a lot of truth to it, Our health is our wealth, Our what was the other one I was just thinking? Our bodies are our temple. And I haven't always been good to my temple, but I've always known the importance of physical fitness and diet. And my diet has been, not always, but my diet has been better because I had to learn about nutrition and stuff because I was diagnosed as hypoglycemic. So when as long as I can read, I've been reading labels and watching sugar intake and knowing that corn syrup is another corn syrup, fructose, and all these synonyms for sugar. But when I got, I went through my block of self-will run Wyatt, and I didn't care. So yeah, I was freaking fat. I drank a lot. But the thing of it is when we get older, we're supposed to cut the stuff that doesn't serve us. And drinking didn't serve me. Drinking got me in trouble. Drinking lets my spirit come forward, and I am a gross human being that I don't like. It's like I don't like the person that I am when I'm drinking. Other people do, but I don't. So I don't, because I have to live with me. And I have the obsession of craving alcohol, so once I start, I don't stop. And people are like, yeah, no, they don't. They think that I'm kidding when I say that. And no, I will start to drink, and I could wake up out of a blackout. I call them time traveling, and I'll wake up in California, and I don't care about anyone or anything else around me. And that's how people act when their egos run the show. But I put a lot of effort in to be a balanced spiritual human being, and I'll be damned if I'm gonna freaking go through all this effort and discipline and fucking work and self-awareness, and then freaking, just let it all fall to hell because I get lazy and I want to escape. So now I just work at a reality that's worth living in. It hasn't been easy, but it's always worth it. Is there anybody in the chat today? Rambling on. Nope. Oh, one. I see somebody in there. It's like fishing. Oh, there's like a fish. I've been rambling on for an hour. No, 34 minutes. So, that was a hard life lesson for me to learn, that I need people. And I still haven't met anyone that well, I got one person I'd ask for help, a couple people I'd ask for help if it really came down to it. But the thing of it is, I set myself up pretty good to be pretty self-sufficient. I have. You know? I wasn't a very good student in high school. I barely graduated. But I turned it around. That's what we're supposed to do. We can turn it around. People don't have to keep... And a lot of this stuff is like, people are like, you know, they're acting ways right now because our DNA is waking up. Everybody, all this stuff is happening, and all this, our DNA is waking up. So people might not just be responding to, you know, behavior that they've done, good or bad. It doesn't matter, high vibrational, low vibrational. In this incarnation, they could be responding from their spirit, remembering of things that they've done in the past. Well, all you have to do is do something to make it right, and then it kind of negates that energy of you feeling bad, and then you can get on with things. If something's weighing on you, you got to do something, take an action to reverse the freaking bad feeling, you know? Even if it was like you treated someone and something happened to somebody that died, that you don't think that you can make that right, write them a letter. Write them a letter. Do something something that they loved, do something to support that. Or write them a letter. There's all kinds of stuff that people can do. You don't just have to sit in your bad feelings of guilt and remorse for things that you've done. Because a lot of times people sit in those bad feelings and then they feel bad for how they acted. And then it's like, well, I feel bad, so I'm going to go out and get a couple of drinks because drinking makes me feel better. And so they'll have a couple of drinks, and then they'll start thinking about, they'll get stuck in a loop of the stuff that they've done to make them feel bad, and then they're drinking more. And then before they know it, you know, their ego gets big, their spirit slips out because they're freaking drunk, and now they're doing physical things to make themselves feel better because they're not in their right mind, doing more things to make them feel bad. So when they wake up the next day, if they remember, and they do remember, their body remembers, oh God, I did what? Then they feel bad and starts the loop again. I just want people to feel better, and I just know so many ways to make people feel better, you know? I made a lot of mistakes in my life, and I'm just trying to help people maybe reduce the risks in some of the areas of their lives, you know. And I know a lot of kids don't have people to look out to. I didn't have I didn't have people to look up to, you know, and stuff when I was a kid. I didn't have I had little pockets of little earth angels here and there that just came into my life, and I got to learn really important things, you know, until the next one came. But I've been a solo traveler for most of my incarnation, you know. I'm ready for a tribe. I'm ready for community living. Thinking it'll be good. So Tucker's back there. There's saw-in-laws. I freaking love it, man. Coming from where he came from. All is right with the world. Hope you have a good evening. Peace.